Hello, my name is Mike. I'm the Head of Partnerships and PR here at AVASK. I'm delighted to introduce you today to Tim Nelson, who is our CEO and Director Tax Partner over in the United States of America, so our US office. Tim, welcome, and it's lovely to see you.
You too, Mike. It's great to be here.
Absolutely great. So tell me, how has your 2021 been so far?
2021 has been great. First of all, it was our first year being part of Global AVASK. Being the U.S. representative has been wonderful, a very exciting year, especially for helping out our sellers to be able to expand to the United States and vice versa for our U.S. sellers to be able to expand to the U.K. and to Europe. Our clients, our sellers, have had another unbelievable year. I know we've been in COVID, but most of our sellers have really had record-breaking years, record-breaking sales that have, turned out to have good profits.
Oh, that sounds absolutely fantastic. And tell me, I think one of the things that 2021 has actually seen so much of recently is to do with aggregators coming onto the scene. And tell me, how can AVASK help with that sort of stuff?
It's interesting you bring that up because with those record-breaking sales, it's never been a better time for a lot of sellers to be even looking at, hey, when was the last time I valued my company? Is now a good time for me to sell my company? And here at AVASK in the US and in the UK, one of the things that we can help clients with is, hey, take a look at their books, take a look at their numbers, and see, hey, what kind of profit are you showing? And is it really a good time for you to sell? What can you do moving forward to maybe improve the positioning of your business so that you can get a better valuation for your company and get the most money you can on your exit?
That sounds great. And what's been going on in the marketplace then that's triggering all of this activity?
Well, what we've noticed is that there have been an increase in the number of aggregators that are looking to buy online sellers. And these aggregators are raising funds and getting funded with a lot of money. So there's never been more money out there looking to buy online sellers than there is right now. We find that a lot of our sellers have sold their companies, and we have aggregators contacting us saying, hey, you have anybody good, anybody that is showing a decent profit that we may be interested in looking to buy. These aggregators are hungry and want to invest and purchase businesses that are showing good profits. On the flip side of the coin, we've actually been helping a lot of aggregators out where they're looking at companies they may be interested to buy and to do kind of that auditing of a company, make sure the numbers look well. Because at AVASK, we know what aggregators are looking for. We know what kind of numbers they want to see. And so when they bring us those types of books or financials to us, we can make it clear for them so they can hopefully make a better informed decision.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. And I know for a fact that when the main UK side is looking at helping a seller with an exit, there's all different sorts of things that we consider regarding management accounts, tidying the accounts up. And so to actually hear that it's a similar process across in the United States is actually quite reassuring.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's actually very similar. There's not a really much of a difference in buying a company in the UK, Europe, or in the US. An interesting fact is that, right, and any company or any aggregator can buy a company in any of the countries. Let's say if any company located in Europe can buy a US company, and vice versa. A US company can buy a company in the UK. There's no blocker there to stop any company from doing that. So even if you're located in Europe and you want to sell your company, we can get in contact with aggregators in the US, UK, Europe, doesn't matter. We'll find the best one for each seller.
And is it just mainly focused on Amazon businesses, or is it focusing larger on more of the global e-commerce sphere?
It's really the global e-commerce sphere. It doesn't, it's great that some of these sellers are selling on Amazon, but really if you're, it doesn't matter which marketplace you're on. Obviously, if the numbers are right, these aggregators will look for the purchase.
Oh, that sounds absolutely great. And so I presume then with regards to the aggregators looking for not just Amazon businesses then, with regards to multiple different types of marketplaces, it'd be a really good strategy to perhaps look at diversification.
Yeah, diversification definitely helps the sellers from just relying on one marketplace for all your sales. So we obviously help our sellers with no matter what marketplace they're selling on, and making sure that all their books are correct and everything's filed correctly.
Oh, that sounds good. And so, what about diversification? The impact of diversification. If you're just selling on, say, Amazon at the moment, and you're looking to perhaps, I don't know, expand your business in your sphere of operations so that you can make the most of your business if it's going to head towards an exit, what sort of implications would there be?
Sure. Yeah. For let's say in the U.S. There are certain sales tax rules for selling on Amazon, but like most sellers, you want to expand to other marketplaces besides Amazon. And in doing that, there are other tax implications, other sales tax implications that can affect you, the rules affect you. And so what we do is help sellers basically be able to sell on any platform, let's say in the US, so that they don't have to worry about those sales tax laws. We can get them set up for sales tax, bookkeeping, and tax return preparation so that they can turn and just choose which platforms they want to sell on and hopefully sell for the best profit and just worry about selling.
Oh, that sounds excellent. So the general rule of thumb then is diversify, 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 look for an exit, and let AVASK take care of the rest.
Yeah, I mean, get your product in front of as many eyes as possible. I think in 2022, sellers will be looking to diversify onto other platforms so that they can look to maximize their profits. Like, say, for example, a lot of sellers may turn to Shopify to sell their products because Shopify will charge less of a fee. Each seller will get more of a profit from each product they're selling. So what we're trying to do here at AVASK is try to help these clients get all set up. So one of the promotions we're coming out with is that we will register you for sales tax in the United States to enable you to be able to sell on any platform in the United States without having to worry about sales tax. Part of that promotion is that we're offering 6 months of free bookkeeping along with that to help people get started, especially if you're new. But even if you've been selling for quite some time, it doesn't matter. We're here to help, try to help you diversify, make more money, and grow your business.
What sort of platforms would you be looking at then?
You've got Amazon, you've got Shopify, Walmart, eBay, and let's say Etsy. I mean, those are some of the main platforms that a lot of people sell on in the United States.
So thank you, Tim, for that lovely piece of advice about diversification on your platforms. What about the wider marketplaces? What would you recommend there?
It's interesting you mentioned that. I think one of the biggest fears of sellers is that they just don't know how to expand. Let's say if they're located in the United States, they're doing well, they're selling, but maybe they are thinking about, I want to sell in Europe, I want to sell in the United Kingdom. How do I go about doing that? Well, AVASK is positioned very well to help sellers look into those options. What we do is we hold your hand. We have offices, let's say located in the United Kingdom, Europe, China, that are there to basically explain to you, hey, here's what you need to do to expand into these territories. We will file everything for you, get you all set up, tell you what you need to do so that it's really painless to expand outside of, let's say, what your comfort zone is. All right, their comfort zone is the United States. Hey, listen, don't worry. We will tell you step by step what you need to do to be able to sell in the United Kingdom or in Europe, let's say.
And I think that's absolutely wonderful point, especially about Europe. I mean, the last stats I saw, it was something like 717 billion euros. And who doesn't want a piece of that?
Right. I mean, again, getting your product in front of as many eyes as possible. You don't know what's going to take off. You want to get your hands on all that kind of money.
Is there anything else that sellers should be looking to do in 2022? What's your last piece of advice for 2022?
My last and I think best piece of advice is to find out if your company's ready for a sale. Again, to go back to what I was talking about earlier, there's never been more money in the marketplace for aggregators to use to buy companies. So just even looking and trying to figure out, hey, what do my numbers look like? Do I know if I'm showing a good profit? Is it better than the previous years? Do I know if I'm maximizing my expenses and making sure I'm recognizing all the revenue I can to maximize profit? Is going a long way to see if I can get the most money from a potential sale. Finding out what are aggregators willing to pay? What multiple are they willing to pay? What are they really looking at, so that I can prepare my company to be in its best position to sell? Again, having AVASK have such good, close relationships with many of the top aggregators, I think goes a long way in helping these sellers get the most money they can when they go to sell their company.
Absolutely, definitely. No, and I do like the point you brought up about the different markets that we're operating in and the different countries that AVASK is available in. I think it's quite safe to say that we are really dedicated towards trying to speak to sellers in the languages that they understand. I mean, at last count, I think we spoke over 23 of the world's most popular languages. So that's really, I think, quite a nice thing to also be able to, proud moment to be able to talk about.
Right, and it just shows you how easy it is for us to help any client anywhere in the world to expand to any marketplace or country they want to. We've got people there. We have people in position to speak to and help these people grow.
Thank you so much for your time today, Tim. It's been absolutely wonderful, and I've absolutely loved talking to you. If you are looking to get help or support with your e-commerce business, please do not hesitate to get in contact.